My trolling experience came as a result of some of my columns that I wrote in a national newspaper. And we have an online edition of our newspaper. And on that, there's a forum for people to make comments. I wrote a few articles about things that I'd done with my teenage boys. And there were comments saying that I was an unfit mother and that was disgraceful, that I didn't know how to bring up children, and then there'd be comments about my written style, saying that I can't believe somebody gets paid for writing this dirge, this drivel, what a load of rubbish. Just insults, mud flinging that nobody would say to your face. It's very, very hurtful when you get these comments. In some ways, I would say it's worse than the type of bullying that people experience in the school playground, in the work environment, at home, because almost invariably the perpetrator of this is anonymous. You don't know who they are. And I'm convinced that this can lead to severe depression, if not worse. The first thing to do is to contact the site administrators. If you aren't happy with their response, if they take a comment down and then it reappears, then I think you should speak to them in person, because clicking doesn't solve anything really. You need to actually either send an email or even a hint that you're going to look further into it, and it could even become a police matter, because there have been a lot of precedents in the last couple of years of police actually investigating trolling, because it's becoming very, very, very severe in some cases. What I would always say is don't respond in person to the comments, don't reply, because if you reply to them directly, it's only encouraging them, and then that's what they want. They want you to react, and then they've got what they wanted. So if you don't do that, eventually, well, in theory, eventually they will stop and move on. Nevertheless, you know, it doesn't make it any more pleasant, but it just means that you've won the victory over them, really. Another thing that I would suggest is to keep examples, cut and paste, anything like that, and keep them on file, because if there's ever any opportunity, or if you do find out who these anonymous people are, then you've got a case against them if it does go that far.